Hello everyone, this is Roshan. Good morning. This is Sunday morning, and I'm trying to capture this video as over this weekend I have been thinking about um, the last the last big event that happened, which was EZLynx being bought by Applied. We have seen few videos as well as there is a lot of commentary in the industry about why is that happening. And the interesting fact is, everybody has been talking about why Applied bought EZLynx. But I have not heard enough from the perspective of why EZLynx sold to Applied. Well, as several of you may know, my background has been in mergers and acquisitions prior to Insured Mind. And so I've been thinking and trying to do some analysis and also spoke to several of the industry veterans to get their perspective of what actually may have happened. So let me put some theories around, just from a generic M&A perspective. See, this is not just any acquisition. This is number one buying number three. And that does not happen in every industry every day. There might be some trigger points that is causing that. Why does number one or number three gets excited of acquisition? Why is number three selling it? So usually that happens when we see that the competition is getting very fierce. There is not enough scope for them to grow, or the pricing is getting very competitive that there is not enough opportunity for them to grow, because if they can sell it at a particular price today, but if they have an opportunity to grow tremendously for the next 12 months, 24 months, or 36 months, they would wait for that period, get that higher pricing because of the growth, and then sell. But if those opportunities don't look that great, then they try to recoil and say, okay, what am I getting the best today? So that's just one theory to say that the industry has not only matured, but that profitability is shrinking for the big players, and so there is a consolidation in the industry. But at the same time, there are other reasons to think it from the EZLynx perspective. Why are they trying to get out of the business? And it can be one pure reason can be the leadership or the owner, Nag Rao maybe have decided that I have done enough of this and I want to do something very different, and I want to walk away. And so that might be one of the reasons, and that is a purely individual perspective or decision making. But I am sure getting to this run of 10-15 years of work to get EZLynx to this point, I'm sure there is more than that, and there is a larger leadership involved in these kind of decision making than just Nag. So as we talked about two theories so far, just a pure executive decision by Nag. Number two, it can be because the shrinking of the valuations of what more they can do, in terms of opportunities are shrinking, and then they know their growth will have a lot more cost involved, and that may be a reason. Third, technology wise, have they hit the where they could go with what they have built? But I do not believe that idea, because one of the reasons being their development center is in India, which does give them a lot more flexibility, lower price of development, but a much higher value. They are able to create things. So I think there is a value in that as well. So that also theory does not go that well. So we talked about these three: technology, leadership, as well as the industry consolidation because of less higher competition and less profitability. But I think there are several other aspects into this as well. The kind of the value they got, that kind of trumped everything else. They thought, because Applied is so aggressive right now in their acquisition, that the price they are offering today would not come maybe a couple of years later, even though the trajectory of growth is high. So I think that also is a very important reason, because the way Applied is backed by industry, by Google and others, and how that has to play a role. So I think these 3 or 4 reasons I think is equally important to consider when you're thinking about this larger scheme of things, about this acquisition. I know we have always been thinking from Applied perspective, but I think it gives you guys a good spin on considering why EZLynx may have sold. So hope this helps you on a Sunday, just additional thought. Talk to you soon.